Okay, so Ron Johnson was basically a bagman for these QAnon people. It was going to be Ron Johnson physically handing it to Mike Pence on the floor after January, after the incursion into the House, into the Senate chambers and the House chambers. And so reporters went to ask Ron Johnson about this, and Ron Johnson is an idiot. This guy is the dumbest. Al Franken told us at the Live Boston show, stupidest senator in the Senate. Now, to be fair, Tommy Tuberville came in after, so he could be the stupidest. Ron Johnson still there having a little argument about that. But here's the reporter. Watch this. Johnson's doing the old I'm talking on my phone thing. But the ding-dong doesn't know how it works.
Know about what your chief of staff was doing with the alternate slates of electors. No, you're not. I can see your phone. I can see your screen.
What your chief of staff was doing.
Watch Ron Johnson end the conversation.
Does your chief of staff still work for you, Senator?
Can you explain what happened there? Why was
I'm doing the old
thing?
There it is. That's the bit. So there's Ron Johnson attempting to avoid questions. Why is Ron Johnson desperately not want to answer this question? Because he has no answer. He was prepared to hand to Pence, after the Capitol had been stormed, fake electors from Michigan and Wisconsin to carry out this is a coup.
It's a fraudulent document too, right?
It's two fraudulent documents. Wants to hand it to Pence, so the Pence says, I've got two sets of electors here. I don't know what's going on with Michigan and Wisconsin. We cannot complete this certification of the vote. That's what they wanted.
And then it's a judicial problem.
And then it becomes a judicial problem. It gets worked out by who knows who. By the Supreme Court that Donald Trump appointed, maybe. So they catch up with Johnson. This video is a little bit better quality. They catch up with Johnson after he's avoided answering this question by pretending he's on the phone, despite the fact that when you're on the phone, your phone lights up.
The homepage.
And he's walking it like this, going up. I'm on the phone right now.
As you can see.
And then he does like a fake turning it off. But here's why he wanted to pretend he was on the phone. Because he has no answer for being perhaps one of the most implicated members of Congress in this attempted coup.
We called them up, he didn't want it, and we didn't deliver it. But why story?
Why did he even offer it without vetting it?
We got handed an envelope that was supposed to go to the vice president. I didn't know. So we called out the vice president. He didn't want it. We didn't deliver it. It's the end of the story. Guys, this is such a non-story.
Are you going to ask who got it?
When you had received the envelope?
Pardon?
Was that the first you had heard of it when you received the envelope? And who, do you remember who gave it to you?
Have no, it was a staff deal. I mean, it apparently had Michigan and Wisconsin. I had no hand in any of it. Again, this lasted a couple minutes in our office, and the episode was over. Again, this is total non-story.
Pause it. All right, so just here's what we know for a fact happened. We know for a fact that these were fake electors, that they had planned. The chief of staff was telling the vice president, chief of staff, that the senator's going to hand it to him. This isn't like, oh, you have a cousin in Wisconsin who wanted to like say hello. And here's like will you sign this for my constituent? No. This is happening after the Capitol has been overrun. And it's just making it sound like somebody just dropped off an envelope that said Mike Pence on it. And so I'm going to just give it to you.
It just took up a half hour of our day on a day that there was a coup attempt.
And we don't know when that envelope actually got to them. We don't know. And the idea that a staffer is going to say to Ron Johnson, here's an envelope, give this to the vice president before he certifies the vote. And he's just going to go, oh, okay. I don't know what's in it. I don't know who gave it to me. Who's it from? Don't worry about it, Senator. It's just from a guy. Just from a guy. This is the story he's telling now.
He's just a mailman now.
A couple minutes in our office, and the episode is over. Again, this is total non-story.
Are you going to ask your aides about who this person was? Have you asked?
We did know. Literally, don't. It was a staff-to-staff. Somebody from the House, some staff intern.
Oh, now it's an intern.
You got to, the vice president needs this or whatever. I wasn't involved. I don't know what they said, but somebody from the House delivered it to a staff member in my office, my chief of staff, called the vice president. Hey, we got this. And the vice president said, don't deliver it. We didn't.
Are you curious about the identity of this person? Are you curious about the identity of this person? Do you want to ask about it?
No, because there's no conspiracy here. This is a complete non-story, guys. Complete non-story.
But I mean, I still don't understand.
Stop it. Hey, guys, there's no conspiracy for a coup here. All I'm telling you is that some intern from an unnamed House office, I don't know, we get interns who come in from House offices all the time and say, can you give this to the president, vice president? Can you hand deliver this to the vice president on the floor of the House in the before the certification, just after this coup attempt? This happens every day.
It's funny when he stops himself from saying, they gave us this. And he doesn't say, I don't know what it is. Characterize it all, because if he does, he's incriminating himself.
Right, just happen to know it's from Michigan and Wisconsin, and it was an intern. It was an intern. An intern.
Well, better get this right to the vice president of the United States.
Yeah. I mean, an intern. This is the amazing thing. He's so stupid. He's so stupid. So stupid. Wait a second. Senator, you said it was an intern. Are you in the business of delivering stuff from interns?
Without asking any sort of follow-up? That's an intern.
He said he was, I saw he had an intern badge. So.
We respect our interns.
I thought it was like fruit leather, like a snack for the vice president, because he probably hadn't had a chance to eat. So it was basically fruit leather, because it was thin.
He was hungry after the riot.
Yeah, it was a Wisconsin cheese stick, and that was what I thought it was. Good.
But I mean, I still don't understand. If you get an envelope.
Listen, if this were a real committee, they'd be asking, why wasn't the Capitol secured? Who was in charge of that security? This is a total partisan witch hunt, and. I was not involved in this at all, So I don't know why you're even asking the questions. So why don't you just leave me alone?
If the committee reaches out and they want to talk to your staff about this, would you allow them to cooperate? If they wanted to know which House office asked you guys to do this?
Trust me, when this news broke, I asked the questions. Nobody knows. Again, these are interns. There's staff. Okay, we have no idea.
But it was your chief of staff who sent this information over.
No, it was my chief of staff that contacted. He just came from the White House, first day on the job. He called up somebody he knew in the vice president's staff. Hey, we got this. And the vice president would, don't deliver it to us, and we didn't.
I mean, and does he know who he got this from?
We got this.
Another follow-up would be like, okay, so the vice president's office knew immediately that they didn't want anything to do with it. Why didn't you?
We got this. We got this from an intern, and every time an intern drops off something that says this is for the vice president, of course my first instinct is I, the senator, will hand deliver it to the vice president. We're not gonna we're not going to, give it to another intern and say, well, why don't you just bring it over to the vice president's office, or
give it to another,
or how about just putting it in the mail? Oh, no, we're going to hand deliver it. It was an intern. These are staffers, interns. I don't know anything about this at all.
It's all staffers who want their bosses to get together on something.
The interns.
Specifically the bosses.
Listen, this is the way it works on the Hill. The interns run everything. And that's why most of the time when you see senators out there, they take a vote, they make a position, they say a comment. It is because an intern has told them to do it. That is just the way it works. I'm not involved in a criminal conspiracy. I'm not. Why would I say that? Why would I say I'm not involved in a criminal conspiracy if I was involved? This is a non-story. This is a non-story. This is a witch hunt. Witch hunt.
Even as
that dude should be going to jail.
It feels like he kind of knows it too.
The forlorn. Why don't you guys just leave me alone?
He's lying is in the dumbest ways like brain can sort of process, but like he's giving it up at the same time. Like you can't say
he is so stupid. He also did this with Ukraine too. He did this. He also was instrumental in basically revealing that the president was holding up arms to Ukraine on that phone call. Do you remember? Like he gave an interview where he was like, yeah, I was wondering why the president wasn't releasing the arms. And like he's so dumb. He's so dumb. He should have had his intern tell him, listen, Senator, I don't think you should leave the office right now. Maybe wait until it's like 3 a.m. because we don't want anybody to see you walk out.
The interns, like, you should have given him a better story than like, this is a staff to staff thing when the entire thing is trying to get you, Ron Johnson.
You're going to hand deliver it.
Like if it was a staff to staff thing, your staff would have, like you said, just send it to the mail room.
Exactly.
Like they'll get it to their staff eventually.
Like it wasn't an urgent thing. It was just a thing that came in and we just spent 30 minutes talking about it.
It's like when you get your roommate's mail.
Yeah. Unbelievable.